Have you ever had a flawless day utterly ruined by a single sentence? Just a few words. Think about it. Picture this: you at a family dinner. Everything is fine until a relative drops a passive-aggressive jab right in front of the whole table. Then, they smile, pretending it was just a harmless joke. Oh, I didn't mean anything by it. Hours pass. The party's over, and everyone else is fast asleep. But you? You are wide awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying the scene on an endless loop. You are drafting the perfect comebacks you wish you'd said. Your blood is boiling all over again. Meanwhile, the person who stabbed you with that comment is sleeping like a baby. They have successfully hijacked your mind for the night. And that is a highly dangerous position to put yourself in. The true definition of manipulation. Most people believe manipulation is about physical control or orchestrating complex schemes. But it's much simpler than that. The real trick of a master manipulator is controlling your internal emotions without ever laying a finger on you. It happens every single day. Some people poke at your insecurities just to watch you flare up, because your reaction makes them feel powerful. Others slowly drain your vitality with a never-ending flood of complaints. Then you have the drama magnets, the ones who spread malicious rumors, manufacture crises, and weaponize guilt wherever they step. If you take the bait every single time, they are moving into your head rent-free without you even noticing. This is the exact reason why a vast majority of people walk through life feeling completely empty and mentally exhausted. It is not because their daily routine is inherently too grueling. It is because they have handed the keys of their emotional dashboard to completely random people. Constant chatter, pointless arguments, and people invading your psychological space without your consent. The philosopher Machiavelli understood a brutal truth that most choose to ignore. Attention is the ultimate form of currency. If you value your mental peace, it's time to become unshakable. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Drop a comment below right now with this phrase: "My peace is non-negotiable." Let's begin. Chapter 1: The currency of power. When society thinks of power, they immediately envision tangible things: massive bank accounts, physical dominance, fame, or institutional authority. But real life operates on a different set of rules. The individuals who quietly alter the trajectory of a room are rarely the loudest or most aggressive. They are the ones who understand the concept of emotional economy. They know exactly where their mental assets should be spent, and more importantly, where they must be withheld. Think of a wise person's attention like a traveler hoarding his very last bottle of water in the middle of a scorching desert. But that resilience isn't some genetic miracle. It is simply the disciplined practice of knowing what deserves an emotional investment and what warrants total indifference. When you stop treating every minor slight as a personal declaration of war, life becomes incredibly light. Consider how much unnecessary conflict exists simply because humans lack the discipline to let things slide. A thoughtless remark escalates into a multi-day feud. A simple misunderstanding fractures a family for a generation. Everyone is desperately clawing for the final word, starving for an artificial victory. But nobody stops to ask, is winning this petty argument worth losing my sanity? Machiavelli noted a profound, uncomfortable reality about human ego. Most conflicts persist not because the core issue matters, but because the human ego cannot tolerate being ignored. People react far more violently when they feel dismissed than when they are actively insulted. We can tolerate a difference of opinion, but being treated as emotionally irrelevant? That strikes a devastating blow to pride. And manipulators use this exact vulnerability against you. They don't need physical force to pull you into their quicksand. They use a quiet cocktail of guilt, relentless criticism, constant pessimism, and exhausting circular arguments. Have you ever hung out with someone and left the interaction feeling completely hollowed out, even though no actual fight occurred? You walk away fatigued for no discernible reason. That's because emotional toxicity pollutes the atmosphere just like physical smog. Some individuals carry a permanent dark cloud. Every topic is twisted into a complaint. Every dialogue is wrapped in anxiety. Every social gathering degrades into malicious gossip. If you marinate in that environment for too long without a shield, you will inevitably become emotionally infected. Wise individuals become deeply exclusive. It's not out of malice or hatred. It's because they understand the concept of emotional access. The entire world should not have an open door policy to your emotions, your thoughts, or your mental bandwidth. Some people walk into your life and elevate your peace. Others slide in and quietly dismantle it. Mastering the ability to differentiate the two is the single most vital skill you can cultivate. Life becomes profoundly transparent the moment you stop handing out emotional importance to every passing storm and reclaim absolute ownership over your own focus. Your mind grows sharper, calmer, and impossible to break. Drop this phrase in the comment section right now. My mind is my property. Chapter 2. Identifying the Attention Vampires. The single most fatal error you can make in social dynamics is assuming that every person in your orbit deserves equal emotional access. They absolutely do not. Some people inject clarity and calm into your ecosystem. Others will quietly siphon your vitality, drop by drop, until you wake up one day and barely recognize the shell of who you used to be. If you lack the awareness to spot these behavioral archetypes, you can waste decades wondering why you are constantly tired. There are 3 primary attention vampires you will encounter throughout your life. Once you map their behavior, you can strip away their security clearance to your mind permanently. 1. The Chaos Provoker. This archetype only feels alive when the atmosphere around them is charged with conflict. To them, harmony feels boring and silence feels suffocating. So, they act as an emotional arsonist, throwing matches everywhere they go. You will easily spot them at family gatherings. Everything can be going flawlessly. People are sharing stories, laughing, and genuinely enjoying the moment. Then, out of nowhere, the Chaos Provoker drops a highly calculated, disrespectful comment, an unnecessary comparison, or a cutting remark designed to humiliate someone publicly. Yet, so many intelligent people fall into this trap because they let their pride dictate the terms. They feel an urgent necessity to defend their honor, win the micro-argument, and assert dominance in public. But remember, pointless conflict only survives because both parties keep feeding it attention. Starve the fire of oxygen, and it dies instantly. The Chaos Provoker understands this dynamic perfectly, which is why they are perpetually searching for your emotional fuel. 2. The Energy Sucker. This type operates differently. They are less overtly aggressive, but exponentially more draining. After spending an hour with them, you feel a deep psychological heaviness, even if the interaction seemed perfectly civil on the surface. But eventually, you notice a highly disturbing pattern. Nothing ever changes. The exact same grievances return the following week. The same tragic stories are recycled on a loop. The exact same emotional load is continuously dumped right onto your shoulders. Why? Because the energy sucker doesn't actually want solutions. They want emotional codependency. 3. The Validation Seeker. This archetype is everywhere, and modern culture aggressively fuels their behavior. The validation seeker requires a constant, non-stop stream of external reassurance just to maintain a basic sense of self-worth. To them, Every single human interaction is an acting performance. Every conversation is merely a tool to extract praise, sympathy, or applause. Some will throw an immediate tantrum. Others will weaponize guilt. Some will completely vanish from your life. And that tells you everything you need to know. They were never actually connected to you. They were connected to what they could extract from you. That realization can sting, but it is incredibly liberating. It shows you exactly where your peace has been leaking all these years. Drop this affirmation below. I guard my focus fiercely. Chapter 3. The Machiavellian Shield. There is a quiet, monumental shift that occurs in a person's life the exact moment they realize a profound truth. Not everything requires your response. The very second that lesson integrates into your core, an incredible weight lifts off your shoulders. Before that realization, most people live as emotional, reactive slaves to their environment. If someone challenges them, they desperately run to explain themselves. If someone misinterprets their actions, they waste hours trying to correct the narrative. If someone throws shade, they drop everything to defend their reputation. It is a miserable, endless treadmill. The paradox is clear. The more emotionally available you are to toxic people, the more chaotic your life becomes. One of the greatest psychological cheat codes in existence is learning how to emotionally exit a situation the exact moment it ends physically. Most people never master this. A hostile conversation ends, but inside their head the battle rages on for days. They dissect the tone of voice, analyze the micro-expressions, and obsess over every single syllable. Meanwhile, the person who instigated the drama has completely forgotten about it and moved on. Think about the sheer volume of life force wasted mentally reliving moments that no longer exist. A rude comment at a dinner table, an uncomfortable holiday interaction, or a petty opinion from someone you don't even respect. These moments become psychological squatters inside your brain. This is where you must deploy the Machiavellian shield. It is the absolute ability to slam mental doors shut. This is why emotionally disciplined individuals prioritize their psychological recovery time above all else. After dealing with a high-stress interaction, they actively reset their system instead of marinating in the stress all night long. They take a walk, sit in complete silence, read a book, or hit the gym. They do this to scrub the emotional residue off their mind before it hardens into a permanent state of being. That pivot completely transforms your social reality. Solid, genuine relationships will survive your boundaries and grow healthier. Weak, parasitic relationships will completely fall apart. Let them. Healthy relationships survive honesty. Weak ones only survive on dependency. That specific fear controls an overwhelming number of lives. The fear of disappointing an uncle, upsetting a parent, being misunderstood by a coworker, or appearing distant to an acquaintance. People will literally systematically butcher their own internal peace just to keep everyone else comfortable. But that self-betrayal always comes with a massive invoice. You cannot endlessly betray your inner self without facing severe emotional consequences. Eventually, deep burnout and resentment will surface. Strong people accept a hard truth. You cannot keep the entire world comfortable while protecting your own sanity. Choosing your own well-being will inevitably disappoint certain people. Accept it. Protecting your internal ecosystem isn't selfish. It is a fundamental prerequisite for a functional life. The Machiavellian shield means your mind is no longer public property. Not every petty opinion gets an audience. Not every emotional demand gets a pass. And not every battle deserves your spirit. Chapter 4. The 6 Laws of the Gold Guard. Understanding human psychology is useful, but knowledge without execution is entirely useless. You can read every book on manipulation, But if you lack the discipline to enforce your peace, nothing changes. This is where the rubber meets the road. These are 6 actionable real-world laws designed to act as an iron guard around your focus. No fluff, no abstract theories, just pure strategic execution. Law 1. The 5-second delay. Most emotional wreckage happens because humans operate on automated lightning-fast triggers. Someone hurls an insult, and before the logical brain can even register it, the mouth has already fired back. The face contorts, the tone sharpens, and emotion takes total control. Highly powerful individuals deliberately create a buffer zone between stimulus and response. Just 5 seconds. That tiny pause is a massive superpower. It can rescue relationships, preserve your dignity, and insulate you from lifelong regret. When someone drops an offensive remark, your primitive brain screams to attack, defend, and win the micro moment. The 5-second delay completely shatters that automated loop. You simply take a breath, hold your composure, and observe. In doing so, you begin to see things that reactive people are completely blind to. You see the desperate insecurity driving their comment. You see their clumsy attempt to provoke you. You realize the comment is so small that it doesn't even warrant a fraction of your energy. Clarity replaces impulse. Most arguments only stay alive because 2 reactive minds are continuously crashing into each other at high speeds. The 5-second delay kills the momentum of conflict before it can start. Law 2. Strategic ignorance. This specific law drives toxic people completely insane because they don't actually care about truth, they only care about attention. Not everything in your environment requires your acknowledgement. Most criticisms are just cheap background noise. Most passive-aggressive comments are bait. Wise people know that the most effective way to kill a weed is to starve it of water. You let it die naturally by withholding your attention. When that one relative drops a backhanded comment at dinner to stir up drama, don't take the bait. Strategic ignorance means you hear the comment, map the toxic intent, and smoothly move the conversation right past them as if they hadn't spoken a single word. This completely paralyzes a manipulator. They are anticipating an emotional defense or a counterattack. When you give them absolute nothingness, their behavior completely loses its payoff. This isn't about being passive or weak. It is calculated, high-level strategy. You are choosing to invest your energy into things that actually matter. If a situation won't matter tomorrow, it doesn't deserve a response today. Law 3. Proximity calibration. Your nervous system is deeply influenced by your physical environment. If you spend extended periods crammed into an environment with highly anxious, toxic, or chaotic individuals, your biological system will absorb that stress. You will find yourself constantly on edge, deeply irritable, and chronically exhausted without understanding why. Physical distance is a necessity. Not every single connection in your life requires close proximity. Some individuals are only tolerable in very brief, highly metered doses. Accepting this reality is a massive win for your mental health. They are family members you can love deeply, from a massive distance. They are old friends you can respect, behind rigid boundaries. Proximity increases influence. The closer someone is to your daily life, the more power they have over your mental state. Stop exposing yourself to emotional radiation out of a misplaced sense of guilt or fear of judgment. Distance provides immediate clarity. You think clearer, you sleep deeper, and your energy returns. You often don't realize how heavy a person was until you finally drop the weight and take a clean breath of air. Law 4. The Grey Rock Protocol. This is the ultimate defensive strategy against chronic drama magnets and manipulators. The concept is beautiful in its simplicity. Make yourself as emotionally uninteresting, unreactive, and boring as a random gray rock on the ground. Manipulators thrive on the emotional high of your reactions. If you become a completely flat, neutral surface, they will quickly lose interest and move on to a target that gives them a better return on investment. When someone approaches you trying to stir up gossip or pull you into a dramatic workplace feud, change your energy entirely. Drop the enthusiastic responses. Give them short, dry, profoundly unexciting answers. Oh, interesting. Maybe. I'm not sure. Zero emotional fuel. No hot takes. No dramatic facial expressions. Initially, they might push harder to break your composure because they hate losing their leverage. But if you remain completely flat, they will eventually give up. Calm, unshakable people are a terrible source of entertainment for toxic personalities. Law 5. The negativity exit. One of the most silent, lethal energy drains in modern life is sitting through hours of unnecessary pessimistic small talk. We often feel obligated to sit patiently while someone goes on an endless tirade, criticizing others, reliving ancient drama, or complaining about their life. After absorbing that verbal pollution, your own mind inevitably takes on a cynical tone. Emotionally strong individuals are masters of the graceful exit. You are under no moral obligation to act as a free therapist or an emotional trash can just to appear polite. If a conversation devolves into a toxic venting session, change the track smoothly. If they refuse to leave the valley of complaints, wrap up the interaction and walk away. This is incredibly vital when dealing with family dynamics. Many people mistakenly believe that sharing a bloodline requires them to tolerate unlimited emotional abuse and negativity forever. It doesn't. Toxicity doesn't become healthy just because it comes from a relative. You can respect your family while fiercely protecting your personal sanity. Law 6. The price tag mindset. This final law requires a massive internal paradigm shift. You must start treating your focused attention as an incredibly rare, hyper-expensive luxury good. Not everyone has the capital to afford it. Not every petty conflict is wealthy enough to purchase your energy. Not every text message deserves an immediate response. Your energy becomes disciplined, highly valuable, and thoroughly protected. That is the core of guarding your gold. You aren't becoming an unfeeling robot or an isolated hermit. You are simply refusing to waste your life force on things that don't matter. Peace is an incredibly expensive asset, and wise people stop handing it out for free. Conclusion: reclaiming your power. Let's bring this entire journey right back to where we started. Attention isn't just look or focus. It is your literal life force in active motion. Every single day you wake up, life will present you with a million different opportunities to either squander it or protect it. Here is your final takeaway. You do not owe the world a response. You do not need to carry a single ounce of weight that doesn't belong to you. And you absolutely do not have to grant the outside world open-door access to your internal sanctuary. Protect your focus like your entire life depends on it. Because it does. If this resonated with you today, don't just close the tab and forget about it. Take a hard, honest look at exactly where your energy has been leaking recently. If you are serious about breaking that cycle permanently, smash the like button, share this video with someone who is currently drowning in drama, and subscribe to join our community. Before you click away, seal the deal by dropping this exact phrase in the comments below. I am the gatekeeper of my mind. Stay sharp, stay calm, and guard your gold. We'll see you in the next video.